Hey there, listeners. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Die by the Sword podcast. Before we get into the episode, just want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at Midnight Syndicate. You can check out their music at www.midnightsyndicate.com. Also, if you want to add some spooky music to your own games, go ahead and check out the ambient sounds over at Sword Coast Soundscapes. Check them out at youtube.com/Sword Coast Soundscapes. All right, quick intro from me this week. Let's get into the show.
So this past week, guys, went on a safari.
Oh, did you? I did too.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
So we went to Fossil Rim, and I hadn't been there since I was a kid, basically, and I got to take my kid.
You know, I've never been there.
You've got to go. We wanted to be like the whole social distance thing, and so what it is, if you guys have never been there, is you stay in your car and you drive through this acres and acres of park. And they have like antelopes and all these animals of names that I can't pronounce. And they come up to the car and you throw food at them. And
it's called an ostrich, Gary. An ostrich.
Oh, so they have those there too. When I was a little kid, actually, that's my one memory of the place that is terrifying is the ostrich sticking his head in the car and me getting scared. I had the food in my hand and I closed my hand and he bit the crap out of my hand.
Oh no. That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said that. The car safari thing is just getting attacked by an ostrich. It's the first thing I thought of.
I saw one where a guy they had the feed inside the car and they had the sunroof open and the giraffe came by and poked its head right in that sunroof and said, "I'm here for the food."
Well, and I drive a Jeep Wrangler, so we had the windows in the back off, so everything's down. The top was still on, but the windows and everything are off. So these animals, some were a little more aggressive than others, just sticking their heads inside the car looking for food.
Ah!
They've gotten used to it.
Yeah, they know where the food is. I would, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did any of them say, "Feed me, Seymour"?
No, that was at the Botanical Gardens, though.
The Mutant Botanical Gardens?
Yeah.
And that one of the strangler plants like from the Addams Family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to Fossil Rim, but I have been to Texas Safari, which is in Clifton near Waco, which is a similar type thing. We used to go every year for a school field trip.
There used to be one in the area. I can't remember what it was called, but it had an orange color with a zebra. It's been so long. Or there was that one in Oklahoma, Arbuckle. Yeah,
See, that's the one we went to as a child. That's the one our parents always took us to was Arbuckle Wilderness. Yeah,
I still remember the commercials for that one, the Arbuckle Wilderness.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, they were great. The one that I went to though, it was dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you went on safari with the dinosaurs this weekend, huh?
Yeah, they had animatronic dinosaurs.
Oh, cool.
It was hot. Not gonna lie.
It was out. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It was terrible here.
Yeah, and it's just like a line of vehicles just baking in the sun.
Time for dinosaurs on ice. Let's go to that.
Well, you can't socially distance on ice.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, this one at the park they had quite a bit of cars there too. I thought being on a Thursday wouldn't be so bad, but there's still a lot of people there.
Because nobody has anything else to do.
Sure. Everybody's just trying to look for a reason to get out and do something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in Texas, people have already been getting out and doing stuff. That's why we're in the predicament we're in.
That is true. From this trip this weekend, though, guys, I do have a bit of a confession on how I may or may not be a terrible dad.
Uh-oh.
Because the ostrich, as I said, scared me as a child. And, there might have been an over-aggressive ostrich this time around, and I might have rolled up my window and let it go back and peck at my daughter a little bit.
Did you throw food on her, too?
No, she had the food in her hands, and so I was like, just dump it out of the car. And she was like, oh, what? And I was like, oh, you'll see. So I'm just like rolling my window up.
That's hilarious, though. He handed her the food, actually. He had it, but he's like, here, hold this for me.
Watch out for
Yeah, she's like, it's in my hair.
Take her, not me.
Take the little one.
Yeah.
I really don't blame you, though. I would do the same thing. Ostrich just scared the shit out of me.
Oh, man. It was like a dinosaur for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
first
then
time
you
I
could-
saw one, I want to ride one. So want to ride one of those things.
I was always fascinated by old movies that had people riding ostriches.
Yes. Did you ever play Joust?
No.
Yes, I did.
Hell yeah.
But ostriches and emus are very, very fast. Because I remember growing up, there was a day that a tornado came through where I lived, and there was an emu farm near where I lived, and it knocked down the fences, so an emu got out. The emu starts running down the road, and so my dog sees it, jumps through the screen door, and starts chasing the emu. So I start chasing my dog. I didn't know that a tornado was coming through at the time, and so I chased it for a while until my dog finally gave up. And then when I got back, I saw the damage from the tornado. So I was outside running around in a tornado chasing an emu.
I was going to say, did the emu save your life?
No, weirdly enough, my house was completely untouched, but the neighbor's house wasn't.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were going to say, like, they got out first and they were outrunning the tornado as it went. Like, they were out in front of it. just.
I mean, it's kind of what it seemed like happened.
Yeah, no, emus and ostriches, I mean, they may seem mean, but have you ever met a cassowary? That is a dinosaur.
Now that, yeah.
I'm confused. What's a castleberry?
Well, Castleberry is a school in Fort Worth. But a cassowary is the meanest dinosaur bird that's ever walked the earth.
Oh.
Like, you do not want to beat one.
They live in like northern Australia. People have to take shields when they're walking down the street because they will come up and try and kick you.
They're mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think Australia is just a mean place. Like, the animals there are just ridiculous. They all try to kill you.
Oh,
This is
yeah. Spiders, octopus, like, all of it.
Yeah. Kangaroos trying to just come up and kick you in the face. It's crazy.
All the
Did you see
koalas
that?
have herpes.
I thought they had chlamydia.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Either way, not good.
Either way, I'm not banging one.
It's good
That's
call.
fair.
You just gotta wrap it up.
Use koala wrap.
But this banter, we have to wrap up this banter. It's gone off the rails.
Oh, I like it.
So what happened last time, you guys?
Speaking of koalas, no, just kidding.
Oh no!
Um,
I seem to remember setting off a trap and getting shot full of arrows.
Yes, there was that.
there was that. You figured out that the thing that, or the creature that was attached to the tree was a werewolf. Then I believe you fought some werewolves after you camped,
Yes.
And they got chlamydia from a...
and you got chlamydia from it. One of them was a were-koala, and he gave you chlamydia.
I hate when the were koala.
So where did I get these herpes from?
You?
It turned into Oregon Trail.
We all got dysentery again.
We died from dysentery.
Who's Terry?
Terry Crews, he will crush you.
Don't diss Terry. He'll come back and haunt you.
So I believe we ended last week's episode with you guys getting to Askenor Lodge.
Yes, we did
yes.
make the trek.
Very good. So as you come down the hill, making your way toward Askenor Lodge, you can see it's very far from a simple cabin, but this lodge is constructed out of layers of interlocking pine logs, and they're set on top of a stone foundation. the size of this cabin rivals some of the fanciest mansions in all of Caliphas. It is surrounded by a 10-foot-high vine-covered stone wall. You also see, as you look over the walls, this place has different levels, balconies, patios. Ivy covers much of the stone foundation, and then the rest of the lodge consists of like a rustic wood. The roof is shingled with gray and dark red slate. It's got gables and shutters and other things that are painted a reddish brown. In addition to the main lodge, the grounds also have stables. It's got a maintenance shed, 3 servants' quarters, a small watchtower, and it also has, as you notice the pathway going toward it, the entryway, the only way in, is a large, double-arched gatehouse. And this gatehouse is the portcullis, and the gate is closed as you make your way toward the lodge.
Also, if you took this hedge maze and you put it on top of this right here, and then this whole section, all of this, moved it up, it kind of looks like Texas.
Oh yeah,
Kind of.
Oh, it does, yeah.
But anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, so we're locked out of the gatehouse.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go with the hedge maze out front. It looked kind of like the Stanley Hotel.
Ooh,
No, the
yeah.
Stanley Hotel hedge maze was only shin high.
It's normally bigger than that. We just happened to go when they had trimmed it.
So are we at the point where you say, what do you do?
Well, as you do approach the gate, a couple of guards standing on the other side of the gate say, "Halt! Who's there?"
Oh, it's, yes. We're here to go to Askano Lodge. We have our invitations, and I show my invitation.
We don't... There's no names on these invitations.
I look at it and immediately say, "What are you talking about?" I pull it from it, look at it. Can he see me if I cast Prestidigitation?
Yes.
Then I won't do that. But I am confused because we got these. Did you want us to roleplay us forging documents?
No, it's just... Judge Daramid did tell you that they were blank.
So you did want us to roleplay forging documents.
I'm good with forgery. Let's go.
I would have assumed that we would have done all that before he got there. I didn't know we had to call it.
Diego is busily writing on his right now.
So,
Where did you get these invitations?
well, we got these invitations from Judge Daramid from Lippestadt. Do you know Judge Daramid?
Yes, she's a regular guest here, but we don't have any other guests on our reservation list. Without a valid invitation and a reservation, we cannot let you in.
What's a valid invitation? Because we were handed these by a member. I don't understand.
Well, wait here. Let us get the porter, and the porter will settle this.
As he's talking, as Renly's talking, his hair starts to grow short and blonde, but kind of long, and immediately asks to speak to the manager.
So he turned into Karen, the one.
Yes.
No, Karen, the other one.
Yes.
So is he leaving? And there's anybody out there with us or no?
There's still a couple of guards by the gate. They're on the other side of the gate from you, but one of them heads off toward the main building to get the porter.
So they're still paying attention to us, so we couldn't try anything like secretive.
Oh yeah, they're watching you for sure. But you wait there for a little bit, and then a few minutes later, you see this little halfling man. He's tidy, well-dressed. He's got the little glasses without the earpieces that are just stuck to his nose. He makes his way out to the gate, and you notice that there's a little, small gate to the side that he opens that's just tall enough for him. And he steps outside and comes up towards you. And as he approaches, he says, "Yes, I do understand that you have invitations that don't have names on them. May I see these invitations?"
Here you go. First, may I say, I love your glasses.
Thank you.
Are they gold rimmed? Is that you got real gold?
Obviously.
Well, they suit you very well. So we have just come from Lepperstad, from Judge Dermid. We actually just won a case in front, arguing in front of her. It was really quite something. And she said that we could be guests here. We have the proper invitations just because they don't have our names in them. I mean, I could write my name in it, and then would that solve the problem?
No.
What is the problem exactly?
Let me just peruse these for just a moment. And he pulls each one individually up really close to his face to look at them. He spends several minutes going through the 5 invitations, and he looks like he's going over every little minute detail on these invitations. His lips are pursed while he's doing it pensively. And eventually he hands the papers back out to you and says, I apologize for any misunderstanding, but as the porter of Askenor Lodge, I cannot permit your entrance at this time. You do not have reservations.
You do not. Cannot or will not. Because I have to know if it's can or not, will not.
Listen.
Because if it is will not, I would hate for you to lose your job. Or worse.
Listen. I cannot permit your entrance at this time. You do not have reservations in our books, and despite your claims, I have no evidence to justify allowing strangers into the lodge. From the looks of you, unlike the rest of my guests, you have not come here to take peaceful rest. I don't want any trouble.
I don't understand what you're saying right now.
No, I don't want any trouble.
Did you just call me?
Offer you all and take me that somewhere else? But
you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We will go somewhere else. Today.
And as you say that, then you'll go somewhere else. You start to see a kind of rough and tumble-looking woodsman making his way toward the gate, followed by a young, noble-dressed gentleman. This noble-dressed gentleman's in a finely tailored, studded hunting outfit. And you also notice that as you've been arguing with the porter, a crowd has kind of gathered around the gate to kind of see what all the commotion is. And these 2 gentlemen kind of bust their way through the group of people, and they've got several scruffy-looking hirelings following behind them, leading a pair of horses and carrying wooden crates marked with heraldic symbols. As they make it past, the woodsman in particular calls back to the noble, "Duristan, I'll take you there, but I ain't bringing my dogs." But listen, Delgros, I led these men out into the woods earlier for a hunt, and there was this horrific, unexplained slaughter of a golden buck, and I think they were werewolves. There have to be werewolves there.
Werewolves, did you say? I'm sorry to interrupt, I really am. We ran into werewolves in the woods.
You did?
We did.
Well, I told you there were werewolves out there.
There are werewolves out there. We saw them with our own eyes, and it's just not safe out here, don't you think?
Oh, I agree, but
Oh, wait. You're real adventurers, aren't you?
I mean, anyone can be an adventurer. It doesn't take much. Just a panache for getting into trouble. Or is it penchant? I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Well, I was just trying to convince Delgros here that we should go out on a werewolf hunt. You must join me.
Are you guests of the lodge?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I would love to join you, but our invitations were rejected by this small man.
Oh.
Ooh. Jagger's mingling in the crowd. Ooh.
Are legitimate invitations, mind you.
Well, tell you what. If you join me on this hunt, then I will have you as my own personal guests here at the lodge, and Bellic can't say anything against that. I will even pay for your stay.
That's very kind of you. Now, to be warned, we did fight the werewolves, but they were formidable.
Well, that should be nothing. If you join me, I can discuss all of my hunts that I've done. I'm a bit of a werewolf hunter.
Oh, are you? Do you just hate all werewolves, or...
There's just something about the thrill of catching them.
Have you... You don't eat them, do you?
No. I would just be wrong.
Agreed. So, yes, no, we would love to join you. Gentlemen, would you like to join this hunt?
Sure, sounds fun.
I feel that some of us are not necessarily appropriately equipped.
I have silver. Dwarfy has silver. Who? Wait. No, real talk. Who isn't equipped?
Neither Kabal nor I have anything that's silver, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have the little dipping stuff that I can dip my arrows in. That's it.
I used my one thing already of silver sheen.
Yeah.
Nobody has the silver knife.
Nobody took
Diego
it?
does.
Yes, I do have the silver knife, and I don't really need that, so I will hand it to Xo'bere. Take this.
Thank you.
I will rely on my fists.
Well, I'm sure there's something that we can get for you. Kabal.
Yeah.
Perfect. Are we all set?
Well, I mean, we just got here. We would like to clean out a few things.
I don't think that they will let you in until I get back.
Oh, we weren't going to check in now and just come back? Because that would
No.
really help, you know?
They need time to prepare any guest rooms.
Okay, well... Don't you need to tell them that you're here and you have guests?
Bellic is right here. He heard the whole conversation.
Oh, I didn't see him down there.
I guess we're adventuring then.
We do need to hurry. We don't want the trail to go cold.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Very good. Duristan and Delgros, as well as their group of hirelings, start making their way out in a westerly direction from the front gate. You guys travel for a few miles, and the trail leads to a small clearing where the trampled ground and snapped brush show signs of a great struggle. Soil is soaked with blood, and more has splashed upon the tree trunks and leaves. Despite the telltale evidence, Delgros' jaw drops and his eyes dart wildly with shock at the situation. It's gone.
What is gone?
It's gone.
The stag, it was right here. It's gone.
Are you referring to the golden stag?
Yes, it was dead. We saw it this morning. It was right here.
You left such a treasure?
I'm going to do a check. Would it be a perception check or a knowledge nature or a survival?
You could do perception or survival.
I'm going to do perception because it's the bigger bonus. 23.
Okay. With a 23, you are able to see there are at least 2 distinct sets of prints in the clearing, besides those of the stag. Most of them are only partial prints, though, and they look like they're badly trampled over.
Can I tell if they're human or goblin or orc or whatever?
Roll a knowledge nature check, if you've got that.
I got all the knowledges, but I don't think this is going to help. 16.
A 16 is enough to realize that these prints are not consistent with any normal, like, lycanthrope hybrid prints that you've heard of before. They seem more like the tracks of, like, a dire wolf, but they have these strange, elongated claws as well.
Are you sure we're hunting werewolves? This is not a werewolf print. This is much larger and looks more ferocious.
What else do you see? And the other set of prints, you can tell, match those of like a great boar.
So it looks as though there are 3 animals here. A mystery were creature, the stag, and it's some cloven hoofed, maybe a boar. And they all seem to be going. Which way are they going?
Give me a survival check.
This is my 3rd check, you guys. Oh, what is a good one? 20.
See, that's why we have to do that.
So you can definitely see where they go toward a swath of crushed brush over the side, as if something had been dragged off that way.
Can I tell which of the things were dragged off, or is it a 4th thing?
You can't really tell. You know something was dragged, but you can't tell what was dragged.
Well, something was dragged that way, and I point towards the brush.
Okay.
Diego will go over to where the drag is and try to determine how fresh this is. Do you want a...
that would be a survival.
22.
22. It's recent, but not like within the last hour or so.
Okay. So Diego will tell you, look, my friends, it looks like whatever was dragged away was dragged about maybe an hour or so ago.
Should we follow the drag marks? Perhaps it was the stag that was dragged off.
How many are in our party besides us 5?
You got 5 of you. You got Duristan and Delgros, and then there's about 6 hirelings.
Are they like the mongrel men, or are they...
They're humans. They're just...
Okay.
I said we go.
Okay. You start making your way over toward the brush, following the path of...
The drags.
The dragging. And you make your way into the brush where you see 3 wild dire boars feeding on the carcass of this golden stag. And they notice you. And we're rolling for initiative.
Sorry to do this. 22.
Hey,
Nope.
same.
I hate wasting a 20 on initiative.
Okay. And what are those initiatives?
Mine was a 22.
22.
Schädeler's a 22 as well.
Schädler's 22. Who's got the higher modifier?
Dance off.
Schädler. 7.
I have 2.
Yeah. So definitely Schädler. Okay. Renly.
Renly got a 4. Dwarfy got a 5.
4, and Dwarfy 5, and Kabal.
It's a 12.
12.
Now, these are just dire boars, right?
Yes, they are dire boars.
just dire boars.
Not where dire boars.
No, not werewolves. Just tired boars. But we are starting off with Xo'bere.
Oh boy. Schädel's kind of out in the front there, so he is going to, I guess, do the old charge and go straight into the center boar. There's 3 boars in front of him, so he's going to go straight at that center boar.
That's a bold move, Cod.
Yeah.
Because you were like, you basically are a side dish to that deer right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping that these 2 new guys and their however many helpers they got are going to be not too far behind.
Well, since the helpers aren't on the board, I'm going to guess they're not going to be any help.
Oh.
Think of them like stormtroopers. They shoot and don't hit anything.
Okay.
They're just lobbing rocks from way away, just throwing rocks.
Pew, 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 pew. You hear it in the distance. Pew, 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 pew.
Then perhaps not my best plan.
No, I like it. New character. Awesome.
Alright. So, he's got his short sword. And, is that a 16?
The 16 does hit.
Okay.
Alright.
I'd imagine their natural armor would be pretty high.
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage to the middle one.
Yes, and I'm going to apply the debilitating injury to him of disoriented. So he takes a -2 to his attack roll, or -4 against me.
Okay.
God, I hope they're not second. Well, no, they can't be second.
Or could they?
They could have all rolled 22
Yeah,
with a 3 modifier.
with a 3 modifier, yeah.
We just salute as he dies.
It's been nice knowing you, man.
Bye,
One
Kyle.
One less room needed. But it is actually Diego's turn.
Okay, so Diego is going to rush right up as well to this boar on the left. And he is going to smack it with his fists.
Okay.
He's going to attempt a stunning fist.
Whoop his butt.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yay! So he is going to be stunned.
I get a fortitude save, though, right?
Yes, you do.
It's a 14.
That is 10 plus half my character level is 3.5. That's wisdom modifier.
Carry the 1.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know this is a lot.
Power.
Okay, so it's actually 15 is the stunning strike hit.
DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 plus half my level plus my wisdom modifier. So it's 15 and a half.
So he is stunned because he rolled a 14.
Yay! The damage. Well, it's only a 5 on damage.
Only 5 damage, but he is stunned.
Next up.
You just like open hand slapped him. That's all you did. It was like, whoosh.
He's stunned because he just was like, did you just get slapped?
All right, so next up are the boars. One of them is stunned, but 2 of them have Xo'bere right there readily available.
Yeah.
Gulp indeed. Hide the deer carcass. And it's a tauntaun.
Yeah.
They're both going to try to gore you. First one is a 23. This is the one that's not affected by your debilitating strike. So 23.
God, this is the ostrich situation all over again. Yeah, that hits.
Wait, is the deer your daughter?
Oh no.
Oh,
What are you saying?
This got dark quick.
wow.
I meant from when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
All right, the first one gores you for 17 points of damage.
Oh man.
And the second one will take a -4 against you. And that would be, with the -4, a 7.
Alright, so kind of dance out of the way of that one.
He misses. And the third one is stunned. All right, next up would be Kabal.
All right. Kabal moves up about 15 feet forward. And then he will use his feat of rapid shot to shoot the one that Diego hurt in front of him.
He is in melee, so you will take a -4.
I guess I'll use my feat then of precise shot.
Okay, so if you have precise shot, then you don't have to worry about that.
Perfect. 17 for the
That's
first
a hit.
one. 6 damage.
6 damage.
And for the second one, 16.
16 hits.
5 damage on that.
All right. Got some damage done to a couple of them. Next up is Dwarfy.
Well, Dwarfy, his little legs can only carry him so far. So 5, 10, 20. So he is going to get up as far as he can, right next to Kabal.
Gross.
I forgot. You got it. History. Very short, terrible history.
Did
Fight.
you say a short
Fight.
history? Yes, he did work.
You got a dwarfy.
He is going to cast Bless. The range is 50 feet. Cool, so this affects everybody. Everybody gets a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws. Well, the saving against fear effects. So if you're afraid of pigs, you get a +1. But it will help your attack rolls. So.
Okay. Very good. Renly.
Renly is going to... So I can get up to the boar, right?
Yeah, get in its face.
Sure.
Cool. And I was drawing my halberd the whole time. I was moving. And I am going to swing on this mother. But it's not going to do anything. 9?
That's a miss.
Alright.
Okay. Next up are Delgros and Duristan. They're going to stay right where they are and fire their bows.
And they also have precise shot, so there's no penalty at all.
Delgros hits with a 15. And Duristan will hit with a 16.
Woo! Got him.
So
Which ones did they hit?
Delgros hit boar number 1, which is directly in front of Renly and Diego. And Duristan hit boar number 3, which is the one to the side of Xo'bere.
Now, I have a mechanical question. Because these are large creatures, correct?
Yes, they are.
Does the one that Xo'bere on our right, right next to Xo'bere, would that one be affected by firing into melee? Because you got a big old target, but it is fighting with Xo'bere. So technically, it is in melee with Xo'bere, but you have a bigger target.
But he is still in melee.
See, I don't get that.
All right, that'll bring us back to the top of the round with Xo'bere.
Alright. So the one is still stunned, so Xo'bere is going to take he's right in the thick of him. So he's going to take the 5-foot step to his left and go over to the stunned one.
And eat the stag.
Can you? Is it difficult terrain, or is it can he move there at all? Because it's not an ally.
It's slippery with blood.
Because the deer is kind of taking up that space, it is considered difficult terrain. So you wouldn't be able to 5-foot step. You could 5-foot move, but there are no 5-foot steps through difficult terrain.
Can't he 5-foot step in the diagonal square?
Diagonal, yeah.
Yes, you could do that.
Oh, good work, Phillip. So I will 5-foot step to the diagonal, which is kind of taking her back into this, back into the left step, so I can still get at that one guy.
I hope they don't have breath weapons because we are all neatly in a line.
The hog breath.
Those fire boars.
Mm-hmm.
Their eyes are red.
It's true.
It's because they're stone.
They've been an old grandpa's medicine. All right, so Schädeler's gonna use a short sword again, and he is at a 22.
That's a hit.
All right. And he does 21 points of damage.
21 points of damage.
How did he do that? He doesn't get sneak attack damage, does he?
Yeah, because the guy's dazed
He's stunned.
Oh.
or stunned.
Because he's so
Anybody need a towel?
That's what I thought of too.
Somebody laced the stag with brownies.
All right, nice hit from Xo'bere, doing 21 points of damage. That'll bring us to Diego.
Diego is going to spend a key point and do flurry of blows on the stunned stag, or dire.
He punches the stag.
He's already dead, man.
He's already dead.
I've been eating the brownies. Is what happened. Okay, so for the dire boar, we're going to do the flurry of blows. The first one is a 15.
That hits.
The second one is a 20, not natural.
Also a hit.
So the first one does 9 points of damage. The second one does 7 points of damage.
And you have killed... Nope. Close. You have almost killed a boar. But he's not dead yet. He feels happy. Alright. It is now the boar's turn. The one that was stunned is no longer stunned, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
So it takes that off. And since Diego just slapped him twice, he's going to try to gore Diego. That's a 17 to hit.
Does not. Thank God.
Alright, so he reaches out to gore you in one final attack, and as he does so, he falls.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he killed himself?
He had negative 16 hit points, but he has ferocity, so he can still act until he's negative his con. But when you're in ferocity, you still lose a hit point every round, and so after this round, he would be at his negative con.
Oh.
So it is now the other boar's turns. The boar in the middle will kind of do a 5-foot step over and go after Xo'bere. That's a 20 to hit.
Wait, is that the -4 one?
It was, but the -4 is over. But luckily, it still misses.
Aha, so 20 misses. And then the other boar is going to rush down toward Kabal and try to gore Kabal.
Okay.
That is a 17.
17 misses.
17 misses. So 2 misses from the boars. And Kabal, you get to strike back.
Okay. So Kabal will punch it in the face with his punching dagger.
Okay.
Does he have to drop and draw?
Even if he did, he would still be able to do it right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Dropping is free, and drawing does not provoke.
Nice. Okay. So Kabal takes out his punching dagger and 19
That's a hit.
for 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You got it.
All right, and then I can move 5 feet, correct?
Yes, you can.
So I will move behind Dwarfy.
Wow.
Sacrificing the dwarf.
No.
Giving him a chance to do something.
Well, it is Dwarfy's turn.
Well, if it's Dwarvy's turn,
He takes a 5-foot step behind Kabal.
no, he's got all his movement. He can just duck behind him. He doesn't have to take the 5-foot step.
We just start tangling.
Like on True Lies.
I was thinking Rant, but yes.
Some Tango Maureen.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
But I got the True Lies reference too.
He's just gonna Warhammer this little piggy.
Like, go wee 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 all the way home
Well, let's see.
to heaven.
Nope, crack die. That's not a whole lot better. Wait, no, that's fine. 16.
That hits. Is he gonna move first?
Well, yeah, he takes his 5-foot step. Bloop. In.
There you go.
Then I roll. Then I hit him. And then he gets 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. Alright, next up is Renly.
Renly is going to... He's going to hit one of them. I think it'd be easier to hit this guy.
Okay.
So he is going to step up to the same one Dwarvy head. And since he's got his halberd out already, he's going to 17.
17 hits.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Doesn't matter what kind. They don't have slashing resistance.
No resistances with these guys. Alright, next up will be Duristan and Delgros. Duristan will fire at the board that is directly in front of him, which is, well, not directly in front of him, 15 feet in front of him. It's the one next to Renly and Dwarfy. That's a natural 1.
Oof.
And that is a fumble.
Oh no! Oops.
And that is with a ranged weapon. His fumble is tunnel vision. For the next 3 rounds, he has a +1 bonus on all attacks, but he is considered flat-footed.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad
Could
for
be much
using
worse.
arrow.
Especially
That's why I had to make sure that was a fumble.
Yeah. Especially for a range, if it was like me or Dwarfy or Diego Xo'bere, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Delgros will fire at Boar number 2, which is the one that's over by Schädel. And miss with a 13. Bad round for those guys.
Right, man.
Look at his
Things they
dead.
brought us.
Yeah, I know. Dead weight we're carrying.
Schädel.
All right. Schädel's basically right in front of this boar, but he's going to take a 5-foot step over to his right, just in case Diego wants to get in on this action. And then he's gonna use the short sword again. Ooh, that is a 14.
That is a miss.
Yes.
It's all because you moved.
Yeah, right.
All right, Diego.
Okay, so since I've now got an opening, Diego will take a running flip into the space that Xo'bere just left and use his fist to do a flurry of blows. Or actually, no. He'll do a stunning fist on this boar in front of us. For a 14. Miss.
14 misses.
Now do 5-foot flips incur tax of opportunity?
Sure, that was a flavor clip.
They do antagonize the boar.
Well, it's now the boar's turns. Let's see. Boar number 3. He's got Dwarfy and Renly
And Xo'bere.
He's going to go after Dwarfy, because Dwarfy smacked him with a hammer. Ooh, natty 19. That's going to be
For
a
a
hit.
total of...
That would be like a 27.
Oh yeah, no, that totally. Oh, you know what? I should
You gotta run around here naked.
put Flavor Naked.
Flavor naked dwarf. Well, he takes 17 points of damage from the gore, and then let's see. I'll roll a d4 on if boar number 2 goes after Diego or Xo'bere, because you're both right there. Evens are Xo'bere, odds are Diego. He goes after Xo'bere.
Of course he does.
Sorry, Joe.
It's a 22.
Oof. That would have been a hit on me anyway.
That is a hit. Yeah.
Xo'bere takes 14 points of damage from the boar. That'll bring us to Kabal.
Okay, so Kabal sees the opportunity to heal and outdo Dwarfy, so he runs up to Xo'bere, grabs his hand very elegantly, and casts Cure Moderate Wounds. 19 points of healing.
Alright. Now, is that on me or Dwarfy?
Oh, it is not Dwarfy.
I'm just kidding.
Now, as he's curing you, he's like side-eyeing Dwarfy, like, look what I'm doing. This is your job, but you're falling down. So,
All right. Well, it is Dwarfy's turn.
Does Dwarfy have anything to say about that?
Well, at least I'm doing damage to these bastards.
And then he rolls to hit with his hammer again. Ooh, natural 20.
See? I told you.
Let's see if it confirms. Maybe. 7 plus 11. Yeah, so that's 18.
That is a confirmed critical.
Sweet. What does the crit card say?
And that's with his hammer, so it's
I
a bludgeoning
love
weapon.
when these two get into it.
This is staggering blow. It does normal damage and then double non-lethal damage.
Okay. So let's do the normal damage first. It's D8. That is 7 points of normal damage.
Okay.
And then do I do it again for...
And then
How do
roll.
I...
Just roll your regular damage for the hammer, but do double.
It's the same. 7, so 14. 14 non-lethal.
All right. 14 non-lethal and 7 regular damage. He's still standing though.
Yeah, so I would think that Dwarfy would turn to Kabal and just gloat on this 21 points of damage that he just did.
he does do that, but Kabal just gives like a yawn symbol, like, oh.
Renly.
Really rolls his eyes, and then he's gonna roll his die. He rolls his eyes, and he's gonna roll his die. Oh, 12 plus 18.
That's a hit.
So 6 points of halberd damage.
All right. He's still standing.
Really? This stupid thing.
All right. And that will bring us to Duristan and Delgros. They're going to copy what they did last time. Duristan gets a +1 to his attack. This is the crit card, or the fumble card, which is weird that he gets a bonus.
Also, I mean, remember everybody, you got that +1 from Bless.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, shoot.
Too late.
Okay, for next time.
Do over.
Duristan hits with a 21. And Delgros is going to fire at boar number 2. And he misses again with a 10.
Oh, Delgros. Also,
These guys aren't getting too dirty.
do you get -4 for every person that's in melee with your enemy? Because, like, everybody is in his way.
He's just firing through everybody.
Yes.
You're lucky he hasn't hit one of you.
Oh, I was worried, actually.
Xo'bere, we're back to you.
Still going to do the old short sword attack. And that is, what is that, 21.
21 hits.
Alright. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Is that to the board to the north or the south?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, to the one that I've been attacking, the one to the north of me.
North? Alright. 10 points of damage to him.
The one guy that's been messing me up, too.
They're just trading blows back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty.
He's all... And I'm like, yeah, take this.
Oh, double dirty.
That's how I got boar herpes.
Bringing it back around. Alright, Diego.
Diego is going to spend a key point and go flurry of blows against the boar to the north of Xo'bere.
Henceforth known as Borth.
The first one is a 29 to make up for that miss I got the last time. And the second one is a 19 or 20, excuse me.
Both hit.
All right. The first one is a 4 points of damage, and the second is another 4 points of damage. Rolled horribly on that one.
Well, he did take the damage. Next up would be the boars. And boar 2. I'm going to roll again to see if he goes after Diego or Xo'bere. Goes after Xo'bere again.
This guy's my mortal enemy.
I will add defensive aid to Xo'bere.
Also, Bortle enemy.
I was just about to say that.
Mortal enemies!
So is the title of this episode Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Holy shit.
That's a whopping 15 to hit.
Ooh, miss.
Okay. And then Boar 3 has got 3 options for the target. So 1 or 2 Dwarfy, 3, 4 Renly, 5, 6 Xo'bere. Goes after Dwarfy. And that is a 9.
Miss.
Okay. Kabal.
So, mechanical question, since I'm new. So, how do feats work? Do you have to use them and they're gone for the fight, or do you always have them?
You always have them.
Perfect. Okay, so then in that case, he will take a 5-step diagonal back, and he will shoot the north boar with, we'll do rapid shot.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 5 points of damage.
Alright.
And only a 12 for the second.
12 misses.
+1.
Yeah, that's what the plus one.
Okay.
How's this boar looking, the north boar? He's the one that's been fighting with me.
He's definitely bloody.
Remember, it's Borth. Ollie Borth.
Boar, yeah.
Is the other one Boris Karloff? Alright, Dwarfy. Is Dwarfy attacking Dorothy Hamill?
Now it's Borth Hamill. Yes, he is.
Nice.
Civil War. I've had too many whiskeys. Silver Warhammer to the boar, and that is 20.
That hits.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage to this boar.
I think you mean Patsy Swine.
Okay, this boar looks staggered.
Wait, is it really staggered, though?
That's how it appears.
Okay.
Renly.
Seeing that one is staggered, I'm going to take a 5-foot diagonal step next to Xo'bere and hit the other one with my halberd. 14.
14 misses.
Boom.
Was that with your +1?
Yeah, that was with the +1.
Okay. Duristan and Delgros are... They're both going to fire at Boar 3. Easier targets. Duristan with his +1 will miss, because that was a natural 5. And Delgros was a natural 19. So Delgros will hit. Out of the box.
Yeah, this Durstan's kind of useless.
Man. They both are.
That boar is still standing even after taking damage. Alright, Xo'bere.
Alright. Schädel's got a vendetta against this Ollie boar. And he is going to go for an 18.
18 hits.
And it's another 10. 10, yeah.
10 points damage.
Yep.
Now this boar is staggered. Diego.
Diego is going to smack this piglet with an unarmed strike for 15.
15 just hits.
Yay! For 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. And with that, you kill this boar.
Bye, piglet. It's been nice enough.
Now you have one boar left. See, who is he going to attack?
Nobody, he's staggered.
He can still attack even if he's staggered. He's not stunned. So he again has 3 targets to go for. He's going after Dwarfy again. That is a natural 1.
Ooh. Hold again.
With another natural 1 to confirm.
Wait. Roll it again. See if we permadie or whatever.
That'd be a 19.
That is a fail.
But it's not 3 natural 1s in a row.
Sure.
But still a fumble. In the middle of attacking, he sneezes and he is dazed for 1 round.
So I'm gonna bring it back to Jurassic Park. Is it like that? And Dorothy just gets
Yeah.
on him.
Yep, pretty much.
Ew!
Kabal points and laughs at
Well, it's Kabal's turn.
Alright.
him. Kabal will move up to the pig and punch it in the face with the punching dagger. 17.
That's a hit.
5 damage.
It's still standing, but staggered. Dwarfy.
Already?
Yep.
I mean, in the words of MC Hammer, it's hammer time.
In the words of Boar Econic Jr.
The boar saying, please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
And he doesn't. That is a 14.
Oh, no.
14.
No, wait, it's a 15 because of Bless.
Because of Bless! Yay, Bless!
Then that's a hit.
Yeah.
9 points of damage.
And Dwarfy kills the last boar as he turns to Kabal and says, "Ha! In your face!"
Also, he gets really emotionally and he hugs Kabal because he's covered in snot.
Ooh, that's gross.
So after you fend off the boars, Duristan rushes over to the deer carcass and starts investigating. It's a little bit over his head because he can't quite quite tell what is going on with the stag. He sees all the gouge marks and stuff in it. So he calls you over.
Who is you?
The group.
Okay.
The collective you.
Oh, so then y'all.
So then,
Y'all.
so then that's all y'all.
If it was Delgros, he would have said y'all.
Okay, so we're going to examine this monster or this deer.
Deer. Okay. So you start examining the body. Give me a heal check.
Dwarfy's heal check first. That's 18.
Oh, Kabal.
27.
Ooh.
Tabam!
Yeah, I don't think anybody can beat 27.
Okay. With the 27, Kabal can tell that there are two types of wounds on this carcass. There are the tooth marks and tusk slashes of the boars, and then a number of bites and lacerations that are probably what caused the stag's death. And after looking at the bite marks and the slashes, Duristan is completely convinced that these were werewolves that did this.
How can you be sure that they're werewolves and not just wolves?
Well, look, just the fact that there's these claw marks and then the slashes, that they're too big to just be a typical wolf. It's has to be a werewolf, and these werewolves are nearby. I'm sure of this.
Could it have been a direwolf?
The tracks that we found, the tracks that we found were not werewolf, unless it's a werewolf mixed with an ogre or a giant or something.
But you said that yourself that those claw marks, while they looked like a dire wolf, it had those elongated claws.
Right. I just don't know. I think this merits further investigation.
My thoughts exactly. I say we plan a stakeout right here this evening.
Oh.
My men can set up traps, and we can lure these werewolves in.
I mean, the lodge, we haven't even put our stuff... I'm going into your accent. We haven't even put our stuff... I see. Hold on.
You can do it.
No, we haven't even put our stuff down. I mean, we've been on the road for a while. I would really, really rather stay at the lodge.
Well, if you want to go back to the lodge, that's fine. Just remember, I'm the one that's getting you in.
Ooh, blackmail.
But yes, you also remember we did a lot of the heavy lifting here.
That's true. But I'm staying out here. I want to see these werewolves.
Have you ever seen a werewolf?
Oh, yes. See, if we set up camp right here tonight, I can tell you all about the werewolves I've seen.
I can tell you about the werewolves I've seen.
Perfect. We can compare stories.
We can, and we can talk about how dangerous they are, and we can talk about how they will stop at nothing to kill this whole party in our sleep.
Well, we're not exactly going to sleep out here with the werewolves. After we see the wolves and we trap them, then we go back to the lodge.
You are trying to trap them or kill them?
Either or.
Dead or alive. Mr.
I wouldn't mind adding to my pelt. And you notice that the pelt that he is wearing is that of a wolf.
I have a question about that. This is off topic. Usually when werewolves die, they turn back into humans. Don't they?
Mm-hmm. You can roll a nature check on that.
I'm gonna roll a nature check because the nerd in me is going, actually. Natural 20.
So you...
Oh, did you want me to do my plus?
So you got a natural 20. That's plenty. But you definitely know that werewolves
generally turn back into human form when they die. So this pelt is obviously just a wolf pelt.
Where did you get this pelt? Because all the werewolves I've ever fought, when they are defeated, they turn back into humans.
Well, there was a wolf and I skinned it. But I have fought werewolves. I really have.
Oh, and I believe you.
Suka, have you fought and killed werewolves?
I sure have. Here, let's go ahead and set up the camp, and I'll tell you all about it.
Have you seen this? And I pull out my chakram. This weapon is what I use against the werewolves. Would you like to hold it?
Why, sure.
Okay.
Are you checking to see if he's a werewolf himself?
Yes.
All right.
I've killed a couple of werewolves with this. I call it my I'm Asimar, by the way. So it's like my halo.
Yes, well, I'm Duristan. It's nice to meet you, Asimar.
Yes. This is Kyle, by the way.
Suka, I've told you about this.
No, he knows. He knows now. And now he understands your pain.
So as y'all are starting to talk a bit, the hirelings are going around and setting up the camp. And while they're working to set up the camp, Delgros says, "Well, I do believe that this search for a werewolf is a fool's errand, so I am going back to the lodge tonight. I can't guarantee I'll get you in, but
Wait.
if anybody wants to come back, you can. Just you're on Duristan's tab, not mine, so."
Oh, that was Delgros that said that. Okay.
Right. And he starts making his way back to the lodge. But as y'all stick around here, Duristan goes into his stories. He's more than happy to tell you about the stories of his werewolf encounters.
Okay, but what is the role for bullshit detecting?
Sense motive.
Do we have to do it with every story?
Yeah.
No. But he does tell you that. Now, I've seen and I've fought several werewolves, but I've killed 3 myself. And there's one other thing that I should probably share with you. And he kind of opens the neck of his shirt a bit, and you see this scar on his shoulder. It doesn't look like a bite or anything; it's just a scar. And he says, "Now this here, I got this from a witch. It's a special ward that is supposed to give me immunity to the curse of lycanthropy."
Did you? I got this from a witch, and Saren pops off of his chest and starts flitting around. And I'll go back into remerge with his familiar and say, sometimes witches' gifts are more of a curse.
Well,
This is the first time that Kabal, Diego, and Xo'bere have seen this, right?
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, you've got things flying off your body. This is bizarre.
Oh, we wouldn't have talked about it on the road at any point.
Yeah.
Nobody,
How often do you fling things off your body?
nobody said, hey, that's a cool chest tattoo. Nothing.
so I take it that's the first time you guys have seen this too?
Yes, this is the first encounter we've had with this creature.
So please tell us more about this creature.
This creature. Well, this creature has bestowed upon me a couple of gifts. One is Saren, whom I don't really use that much, but I'm sure I'll find a use for him one day. And then this, and he touches his helm that he always wears, and he turns, into Carrie. Big and imposing, in front of him. And then, of course, there's always this. And he picks up his hammer. And before he can activate anything with it, turn the magic on, he drops it, thinking, He doesn't want to go through that again. He doesn't want to bring up the memory of his brother. Just know this. Not every gift from a witch is a blessing. It's not always going to help you. There is always a catch with their gifts.
I suppose that does make sense. But the witch that I happen to get this from is staying at Ascanor Lodge. So if any of you would like this scar, this ward as well, I can set you up with that.
Has this ward been tested?
I have not been bitten, if that's what you mean.
I like my fur the way it is.
Oh, what would be a werewolf and a catfolk?
A were-
A lot of self-hatred.
You like cat dog from
Cat dog,
Nickelodeon?
yeah. So please, I'm always fascinated to meet real adventurers. Do tell me all about your adventures.
Well, there have been so many. Not only am I chained and cursed from a witch forever, but I'm also a prince.
A prince.
A prince.
And
A bona fide prince.
as you mentioned that, he's like, hold that thought for a second. And he gets up and goes to one of the boxes outside his tent, and he pulls out this very nice bottle of brandy, and he brings it out, and he pours everybody a glass and hands each of you a glass. He's like, oh, okay, do continue. I figured we needed a drink with this.
I don't mean to be rude, but I do not imbibe.
That's just weird.
Kabal takes his drink, though.
Diego definitely takes a drink.
I've seen what it can do to people, how it can change them, so I just never drink.
Understandable. Some people
That
just don't
is-
have the fortitude for it.
It's an interesting perspective from someone who constantly changes herself.
Yeah, it's called layers, Gary.
You're like an onion.
Yes, I stink. So I think that instead of rehashing all of this, he's going to tell of his tribe, where he grew up, how he's thinks of himself and his tribe as avenging angels, and all the stuff that we've talked about before.
And what about you, Mr. Kyle? Where is it you come from? I've never seen anyone like you before.
I come from Absalom. Most assume I come from the Shadow Plane. That is actually where my family is from. But I was born in Absalom, and that is where I grew up.
I see. Very well. And you, Mr. Catfolk, I recognize some of those symbols you wear. Is that that'd be the symbol of Bastet, is that correct?
Why, yes, of course. I greatly honor Bastet. And do you?
Oh, no, not personally. I'm more of a follower of Erastil. But, I do hunt wolves, so I guess you and I would be natural allies.
The dog folk do not impress me, no.
Yeah, nor me. I'm fascinated by them, but not... I would never want to be one.
No, and I hail from the Casmaron Mountains.
So you're not from Assyria, like I originally thought.
No. I travel a bit.
Intriguing. And to the demon here. Where are you from?
I'm from the Church of Pharasma.
Follower of Pharasma. The Lady of Graves.
We're actually on a mission to stop an undead uprising. This is taking up our time.
Well, I do apologize for taking up your time. I just thought you might enjoy an adventure, since you are adventurers yourselves.
I do believe we do have ulterior motives. We are hunting undead. I don't think that you should throw that around so much. This is a lesson that I've recently learned. He is more than just a demon.
I see. I apologize if I've offended anyone.
I don't know if Kabal has the same hang-up that Xo'bere does.
Yeah, Schädel is actually impressed that he called him a Kyle. So
Yeah, I don't think Kabal would care. He's used to it by now. So
Well, as you guys are continuing to discuss things, you do hear a short and horrid sounding snarl coming from the woods around you, and is followed by what sounds like a short-lived scream and then like this gurgling sound.
That does not sound good.
But I had my men patrolling the perimeter. Perhaps we should check on them.
yes, it doesn't sound very good.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh.
29.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all are easily able to tell that the scream and the snarling sound came from somewhere to the southwest.
Shall we head that way?
I need to know if my men are safe.
on the double it is.
Let us go.
As we head southwest, I'm going to become Carry the One.
Okay. You become Carrier the One, and you start making your way toward the southwest edge of the perimeter. As you...
Also, wait, before we do that, I'm going to walk up to Xo'bere. And I am going to hit him with my wand of Cure Light Wounds. We didn't heal when we were sitting around that fire.
Oh yeah.
So how many times can I heal him and Dwarfy before we're interrupted by monsters?
I would say you're probably sitting around talking for an hour or so. So I'd say you could probably heal up in an hour.
Okay. Do we need to roll that now and just have that off air?
Yeah, we can do it off air. Moving on. You guys did heal while you were sitting at the campfire, so we did that off air. But as you make your way to the southwest edge of the perimeter, you come to a very gruesome scene. You find the body of one dead hireling on the ground, and a huge, gray-furred werewolf with bloody jaws holding the lifeless body of another. And this man's throat has been ripped open.
2 hirelings? Or just the one? 2, okay.
One is
Yeah, one's
dead,
dead on the ground.
and the other one is in this one's jaws, basically. And as you approach, the werewolf drops the body that he's holding and commands you to
Stop! Why have you entered Volensag territory?
I'm sorry, I don't know Volensag. And what makes it his territory?
We are Volensag.
Well, Ballsack. We, just campers. We are passing through, and we mean you no harm. That's a lie, we mean him so much harm.
We've already insulted him.
Stop with all of your lies. Your false explanations are meaningless. Go tell whoever sent you to stay out of wolf affairs. Let him know that his dealings with Mathis Mordrenacht and the Silverhide Pack do not sit well with the other tribes of this wood. There shall be much blood spilled between our kin before a Silverhide Pack Lord sits upon high throne. Mathis the Betrayer shall never claim the title, and should you and yours continue to support him, the wrath of the wolf packs shall fall upon him. Now, leave our territory and return to your cozy wooden den, or share the fate of these little sheep.
There's so much wrong with what you just said, darling. First, we don't work for anybody.
More lies.
Second, You've killed 2 of our party.
They were in our
Unprovoked.
territory.
Unprovoked. So, by all accounts, it sounds like that you're in deep, deep trouble.
Me and deep trouble.
And he leans back and lets out a wolf howl. And then shortly after, another howl from the surrounding area. And then another. And then another. And to the sound of 100 wolves are howling all around you.
Oh, guys, we're in deep, deep trouble.
And we'll see you next week.
Oh, come on. Oh, man. I apologize.